Good morning, dear fellows. Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to read textbook pages 82 and 83. Kindly open your textbooks and write date and day on these two pages. Our learning objectives for today are what happens when light rays strike an object and what heat is and how heat energy can be transformed. First of all, let's discuss the keywords for today. We will discuss 5 keywords today: refraction, reflection, absorption, heat, and conduction. The definitions of these keywords is given on page number 118 of your textbook. Refraction: the bending of a wave when it passes into a new medium. For example, light waves refract when they pass through a prism. Reflection: when light bounces off or reflects from a surface. Absorption: when an object takes in light waves rather than refracting or reflecting them, it is called absorption. Heat: the transfer of thermal energy from one object or substance to another. Conduction: the transfer of heat that occurs through one object's contact with another object. Prism: white light is made up of 7 different colors, and these colors are different due to their difference in the wavelengths. Prism is a piece of glass that separates the white light into its different wavelengths, mean it separates the white light into different colors. When white light passes through the prism, it separates into 7 different colors. As you move from red to violet on a visible spectrum, wavelength decrease and frequency increase. You can see there are 7 colors that white light is separated into. It starts from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. As we move from red to violet, the wavelength decreases. It means the distance between a point on one wave and a similar point on the next wave is decreasing. Wavelength is actually the distance between a point on one wave and a similar point on the next wave. As we move from red to violet, the wavelength of the colors decreases, and when the wavelength decreases, frequency increases. Frequency is the number of waves passing through a point in the given time. If the wavelength will be short, more waves will be able to pass through the point, and if the wavelength is long, then less number of waves will be able to pass through the point and frequency will be decreased. So it means the red color is holding the longer wavelength as compared to the other, and the violet has the shortest wavelength of all the colors and its frequency is maximum, while the frequency of red color is the minimum among these 7 colors. Here comes question number 1. You have to read and look at the picture to the right. How are raindrops and prisms similar? What similarity you can see between the raindrops and the prism? Actually, when it rains, sometimes you can see the rainbows. Have you ever think how the rainbows are formed? Actually, the small droplets in the air after the rain act as prism. When the white light passes through them, they split the light into 7 different colors and they act a prism. That's why we can say they are similar to the prism. They are also separating the white light into different colors. Light and matter. Light travels in the form of waves in the straight lines unless something blocks their way. And when this happens, when something blocks the way of light, there are multiple things which can happen. For example, when the light rays strike to an object, they may pass through it, they may reflect off it, and they may be absorbed by it. Refraction. Light changes speed when it passes into a new medium. For example, when light passes from air to the glass or from air to the water, it changes its speed. When this happens, when light changes its speed, the light bends. The bending of light is called refraction. You can see in this picture the light is passing through a glass piece and it is bending a little bit. Why? Because it changes its speed. Refraction causes the white light striking or prism to bend. The white light separates into individual colors you can see because each color bends differently depending on their wavelengths and depending on their frequencies. Reflection. Reflection occurs when light rays bounce off or reflect from a surface. When they strike a surface and they bounce back, this is called reflection. Objects with a smooth, shiny surfaces reflect more light rays than other. The mirror has a very smooth and very shiny surface. That's why when light rays strike on the mirror, they are bounced back and you can see the reflection of anything in the mirror. When you look yourself in the mirror, the smooth shiny surface of the mirror reflects almost all the light rays that hit it. All the light rays reaching the mirror from the same direction are reflected in the same new direction, so you see a clear image or reflection of yourself. When you get up in the morning and you see yourself in the mirror, this is a phenomena of reflection which is making you able to see yourself in the mirror. Other shiny surfaces also reflect light, for example, some metals and so many others. Absorption. Basically, white light is made up of 7 different colors. Basically, when the white light strikes to an object or come in contact with an object, there can be multiple things happen. The light can be deflected, it can be refracted, or it can be absorbed. Different things absorb different wavelengths of light and they reflect different wavelength, and the color of the thing that we can see depend on the wavelength that they reflect. For example, you can see in the given picture the sunlight strike to the surface of the leaves. The leaves absorb all other wavelengths and they reflect the green wavelength. That's why we can see only green colors of leaf. Similarly, the colors of different objects depend on the color they transmit and they absorb all other colors of the white light. Objects may absorb some light waves and absorption occurs when an object takes in light wave. After a light wave is absorbed, it becomes a form of heat. Look at the pencil in the glass. The pencil is the object that absorbs the most light waves. Question number 2. You have to read the whole paragraph that is given in your textbook and you have to write the effect that happens when light strikes each of these objects. Number 1, prism. Number 2, lake. And number 3, pencil. You have to tell either absorption, refraction, reflection, or any other phenomena of light will happen. Conduction. Conduction is a very important phenomenon. We all know that matter is made up of very tiny particles which are called molecules and atoms. These tiny particles start moving when they are heated up. Due to their movement, the energy can be increased and this energy is called the thermal energy. Due to thermal energy, the heat can transfer from one body to another body and this is called the conduction. Thermal energy flows from something warm to something cool. The transfer of thermal energy between matter of different temperature is heat. If something is very hot and something is very cold, the energy will always go from the hotter object to the colder object unless the temperature of both of the object becomes the same. A heat source is anything that gives off energy that particles of matter can take in. Have you ever noticed that when you go to bed at night, your pillow feels cool on your face? And when you get up in the morning, do you think the pillow is still cool? No, it is not like that. Actually, you are warmer than the pillow and it is cooler. So the heat will always transfer from the hotter object to the cooler object, and the heat from your body will go to the pillow, and in the morning when you will get up, the pillow will feel a little bit warm because the thermal energy from your body has moved to the pillow. You are the energy source now. It is the thermal energy moving, and your body is the thermal heat source. Thermal energy transfers from your body to the pillow. When solids touch, thermal energy moves by conduction. Conduction is a transfer of heat that occurs when one thing touches another. When two solids come in contact with each other, the heat is transferred from the hotter object to the colder object, and this is called conduction. You can see in these pictures, the bird is warming the eggs in its nest. It is also the example of conduction. The heat source is the body of the bird, and the heat from the body is going to the eggs. Question number 1. There is a paragraph given in your textbook about conduction. You have to read this paragraph and you have to underline the two examples of conduction. Now let's discuss the example of conduction. Have you ever eaten the oatmeal breakfast? Suppose that you eat a bowl of the oatmeal with a metal spoon. Why does the metal spoon begin to feel warmer? When it was in the kitchen, it was colder. When you put it in the bowl of the oatmeal, it became hot or warm. Why? Why is it so? Actually, the particles of the spoon that touch the oatmeal start to move. And when the particles in the matter move, they create some energy. When these particles crash or strike to the other particles in the matter, they make thermal energy. And the thermal energy from the oatmeal moves through the spoon. Heat transfer continues until the oatmeal and the spoon are at the same temperature. Question number 2. You can see a boy is eating the oatmeal with the metal spoon. You have to tell how do you know that heat from the oatmeal has moved. You may feel that the metal spoon becomes warmer, and that is indication of the conduction. Here comes your homework questions. There are two questions given here and you have to complete these questions in your notebook or on the loose sheets. Question number 1. You have to complete the at-home lab task in your notebook and you have to write down your observation in the notebook or on the loose sheet. What happens to an object that absorbs a lot of light? When an object absorbs a lot of light, think about it, the particles start moving with the high speed, and do you think it becomes hotter or it becomes cooler? That was all for today. Thank you.